Meteorologist Mariel Ruiz joining me here at the desk. And Mariel, we've been talking about that potential for severe weather later on. Well, we are starting to see, not that just yet, but we're starting to see raindrops around our area.
Absolutely. And it's the scattered rain that we were talking about all morning that we're expecting along and east of I-35. But where we're going to see the severe weather threat will be mid to late afternoon. So it's not here just yet, although you may be seeing rain out there right now. There are no active watches or warnings in place. But I want to show you this again. This is our enhanced risk for severe weather. It does include a majority of North Texas, including the Dallas-Fort Worth area. It's a level 3 out of 5 for the likelihood of strong to severe storms. Numerous severe storms are expected within this area. That does not mean that everyone will see a severe storm, though. I do want to emphasize that. The main threat today is going to be the potential for large hail, up to tennis ball size hail. That will not be widespread. That's going to be a very isolated threat, damaging winds up to 60 miles per hour as well. And I'm not ruling out the potential for an isolated tornado, although that is a very low end threat. We're looking at the Metroplex right now, and we can see just a little bit of shower activity moving through over the last hour. A bulk of the activity has now pushed east of the Metroplex. And this, again, non-severe. A few thunderstorms here extending from Commerce to Sulphur Springs and into Canton. I'm going to show you this. We have this storm track on here. These storms are moving pretty quick to the north and east at about 60 miles per hour. I'm expecting it close to Daphne at 11:55 and around Mount Pleasant close to noon. And this will just be a few pockets of heavy rain and some lightning. Another quick burst of heavy rain right now in Navarro County, Corsicana, Currens. Also seeing some of that moving towards Gun Barrel City. But again, this is just some moderate to heavy rainfall as well as some lightning. This is moving quickly to the north and east at about 60 miles per hour. And we were telling you about this. Areas east of I-35 experiencing this rain throughout the morning into the early afternoon. This is not the severe weather threat. The severe weather threat is going to start over here, closer towards our northwestern counties, and this is all as a dry line moves in. So again, this activity stays consistent through about 1, 2 in the afternoon. And then around that time, we'll notice a few thunderstorms popping up. These isolated storms are going to pop up first along this dry line, and this is where we have the potential to see a pocket or two of hail. This hail threat will continue as these storms progress towards the east. This is that dry line helping push these storms closer towards the Metroplex. This is showing you Thursday, by the way, around 4 in the afternoon. These storms will continue to move towards the east. This is now 5. And notice how these storms are still very isolated. That's still giving us that hail threat, not indicating that everyone will see the hail. Again, these will be very isolated. This is now showing you 6 in the afternoon. This front is going to move into an area that will still have quite a bit of moisture and instability. This is why we'll see thunderstorms take shape along the front. This is now showing you 7, and these storms will become better developed in a line. And this is where we then transition to a strong wind threat along the leading edge of this line as this pushes towards the south and east. This is now 9. You see this cold front pushing to the south and east again. This is now 10. And by this point, we're looking at the severe weather threat being done for most of North Texas, and it shifts towards central and southeast Texas towards midnight. Denton right now, 65 degrees. Look at how cloudy it is. This will be really how it will look most of the day. 28 mile per hour wind gusts at the moment. Right now, about 63 degrees at DFW Airport. It's breezy out there. It stays pretty breezy. I'd even call it windy in some instances, with wind gusts up to about 40 miles per hour projected today. The temperature makes it to about 77 degrees. We will see that potential for severe storms mid to late afternoon. Most of the day, we're going just to notice the cloud cover. So I showed you that cold front pushing through. It enhanced that thunderstorm potential. After that front pushes through, we then fall into a wind advisory. This will be for wind gusts up to 45 miles per hour. It goes into place from 5 this afternoon through 10 tomorrow morning, and that cold air will then sink in. It'll be cold comparative to what we're feeling today. 39 for the morning low Friday. I really hope you didn't put those jackets away. You're going to need them the next several mornings. Afternoon highs only in the 50s, Tashara.
I got my fur ready, so I ain't mad at it. Thank you, Mariel.